My name's Pauline Bexon. I live in Swanage in Dorset, and I'm here today to tell you about this piece of equipment that's called a physiopod and what it's meant to me and my life. To do that, I need to share with you my story, which for the purposes of this piece of equipment starts 10 years ago when I received a diagnosis of a heart disease that required bypass surgery. That in itself is a story, but I'll keep that short. I managed to get through the surgery and to make a good recovery. I'd been a fitness instructor for 25 years prior to surgery, and I was back teaching again 8 months after surgery. However, 1 year later, I had another problem. I noticed one day that my right leg was swollen, and when I got a tape measure out, it was 5 inches in circumference, bigger than the other leg. I immediately went to the doctor, who sent me off to hospital because he thought it might be a DVT. It wasn't. I then had an ultrasound to see if there was any other blockage, and there wasn't. And then my doctor said to me, well, we think you've got lymphedema. And I said to him, well, what's that? And he explained to me what lymphedema was. So I said, well, okay, what can we do about it? And he said, well, nothing really, except he said, I can give you a prescription. The prescription was for these. Now, I can only try to convey to you what it felt like to try and put a pair of these on top of a leg that was already swollen, aching and uncomfortable. This to me was a diagnosis of doom and gloom for my future if all I could do was wear these and sit at home with my feet up. So this spurred me on to seek out whether there were other treatments available. My search led me to a lady who lived about 10 miles away from where I live, who did something called manual lymphatic drainage. I got an appointment with her, and this treatment involved bandaging my leg from ankle up to hip, leaving the bandages on for half an hour and then taking them off and doing some massage. The relief was tremendous. It was amazing. But it did mean that I had to go and have this treatment every 2 weeks. However, when your leg's swollen and you're uncomfortable, you don't mind what price you pay to get relief. So that's what I did every 2 weeks. About, I don't know how long afterwards, I turned up one day and she was very excited because she'd just acquired a machine called a Hiver mat. She plugged herself into the machine with something that looked like this and was attached to her arm, and then wearing vinyl gloves she massaged my leg. This was just amazing, and the treatment gave me such relief that I only needed to go every 4 weeks. It was great, but every 4 weeks I still had to make this journey and have this treatment. And then the news came that the people who made the Hiver mat had brought out a personal version so that certain suitable clients could treat themselves at home. Obviously, a piece of kit like this wasn't going to be cheap, but when I talked to my husband about it that evening, it became obvious that really it was a no-brainer for me to be able to self-treat at home was going to be very special indeed. So we ordered the machine, it came, and here it is. It has a little card in it that had a program that was devised especially for me, and all I do is attach this part to my arm like this so that I'm connected to the machine, put some talcum powder on my skin, start the machine off, and away I go for 25 minutes. If I can do that 3 times a week, then I don't ache. My leg, which is still bigger than the other one, but nothing like it was, it stays under control. It's been amazing. It means I can lead a normal life. It means I can continue to teach my exercise class. It means I can travel. It means so many things to me. There are also bonus benefits to it. I said I could travel. Well, one of the things that really accelerates lymphedema is if you travel a long journey in a car with your knee bent underneath you, or certainly an aeroplane flight, even a short one. But I can take this with me. I've never had a problem taking it in hand luggage. Nobody's ever questioned it. And as soon as I get to the destination, I can just give myself a treatment and I'm set to go. On other occasions, I've been able to help friends who've been in trouble. And for myself, if I've had a small niggling problem like Achilles tendinitis or a pull on a hamstring or a little bit of a knee problem, I can use this and the problem goes away. Also, for working on my scar tissue that I had following surgery, it's just made an amazing difference when I compare the scars that I have to those that other people have. Using this machine has softened the tissue and it's hardly recognisable at all as such. My PhysioPod gives me a quality of life that wouldn't otherwise be possible to me. It's been absolutely amazing, and I cannot put a price on the value of what this is to me. I'm pleased to be able to share it with you today, my experiences, because I would really like to think that the news of this could get around to people who, like me, have been given a diagnosis of doom and gloom where all you have to help you are these things and sitting at home with your feet up. People need to know that there is an option. This is it. It's fantastic, and I'm delighted to have been able to share my experiences of it with you today.